Alright, what's up guys? Commish AceCoach704 here. We're going to do a little bit of a roster analysis after free agency in Season 8 in the PEL. I'm going to try to go pretty fast, but we got 32 teams, so just hang in there with me. Let's start at the top with alphabetical order, so you know where you might be at. Chicago Bears. They signed Jason Chavis in the offseason at quarterbacks, 91 overall. He might compete with Jacob Eason. That's a little interesting signing there. They got Nick Chubb still in the backfield. He'll carry the load. Good fullback, 89 overall. Receivers, I don't see really anybody new. Michael Lynn and Downey look like they're going to be the main guys. Ben Cotton at tight end, I believe, was a free agency signing. 88 overall, he'll probably be the starter. Offensive line, he doesn't have a left guard, but I'm sure he'll move someone in there, but it's a pretty good offensive line. Bosa at DN and Jenkins, both very good players. D tackles, not bad. Okay, no one special. Bogle, outside linebacker, was a big signing. I remember someone was mad about that. Carter in the middle is pretty good. Floyd is a good linebacker also. And then, of course, Shazier. We all know how good he is with him. Corners, not bad. Not too special. He's got good depth there. DeGraff and Reed at free safety was a good signing. I think he was fighting with Bengals over him. Strong safety. I know he stole the Finneran guy from me. It's all good. But they're young, but they can develop. Kicker and punter are pretty good. And as far as draft picks, he's got the 29th pick in the first round, so that's the Bears. Alright, so let's move on to the Bengals. I know the Bengals made some signings. Jalen Hurts at quarterback's a good player, 95 overall. Muhammad, good speed back at 81 overall, 96 speed. Fullback's okay, nothing special. He's got a ton of receivers. He said he needs a receiver. He's got plenty of them, but yeah, I see why he needs one. Not that great. Tight ends, Bengals likes to sign tight ends that can block. I think he's got 3 that can block, and then Cundiff, I think, is more of a receiving. Well, no, he can block too. So 4 tight ends, all that can block. There you go. Offensive line wise, needs a little help there. Should be going offensive line in the draft, honestly. Signed Gordon Deese for me. Deese was a very good player. Deese's stamina wasn't that great. That's why I didn't mind letting him go. He would play really good at times, and then sometimes he'd disappear. And I worked up his stamina. It's up to 83 now, but I got other guys that can replace him. D-line's not bad. Elam's on the other side, 89 overall, not bad. Defensive tackles, he could use some help there, but it's not a good defensive tackle draft at all. Linebackers, I know he signed Sin, but Sin, I looked at him, his hit power wasn't what I wanted. Everything else is pretty good, though. He'll be there to make plays. He's the best linebacker. The 2 outside guys are athletic, but they still need some polish. Corner, he still has Golson. He's drafted last year. It was the best corner in the draft. It was a good pick. And like most people, need some help at corner. Free safety. Signed Prather, a 6'4" free safety. It's always nice to have, but he's not very fast. 83 speed. And then Presley, strong safety. He used to be mine. I know you signed him last year in a free agency. He's a good player. Kicker and punter. He doesn't have a kicker. Doesn't have a punter. Might have to draft one of those. And he is 16th and 22nd in the first round. 22nd pick is from the Green Bay Packers. If you guys remember the old Packers, they made a deal that Packers was bragging about. Now he ain't here because of his stupid ass attitude. Alright, Black Knights CPU. I won't go through them, but they have the 4th pick in the draft, just so everyone's aware. Broncos have the 8th pick in the draft. Let's take a look at their team. Stephen Cummings will be back at quarterback, 91 overall. He's a good player. Of course, we know about A.J. Parker, 98 speed, 97 acceleration, 86 overall. no fullback. Receivers, same guys he's had the past few years. He's been played well with them at times, especially Connor Nesbitt, who seems to catch anything and everything. Tight end Travion Rod, he'll be back another season. He's not a bad tight end, not great either. I know he franchised Taylor Lewan at left tackle. He was with me for a few years. Looking at guards, centers, right guard's pretty good, 90 overalls. Right tackle's 87 overall. That offensive line's gotten better for them. Defensive line, Noah Herbert's very good DN, 97 overall. Andre Still on the other side's pretty good, 89. Defensive tackle Irons, 90. He needs some help inside. He's got a young guy, so he needs to develop some more. Linebackers, Hobson, 86 overall. Tam in the middle is pretty good, 86 overall. And Forte, he's a man, 99 overall. I remember one of the old Broncos guys picked that guy in the draft. He came out really good, and so he's developed well. Now, at corner is where it gets interesting. He really needs some help at corner here. Those Broncos corners got old, and now man, I don't know. I think he's got the 8th pick. He might get one of those corners. There's a couple corners that are worth a high selection. Free safety's 88 overall. Strong safety 93 overall. This team still has some talent. He's a good player. He's just in a tough division. Doo-Doo Browns. They have a 19th pick in the first round, and I don't know when he'll be back. I know he's busy with a wedding and stuff, so he may not play. I'll go pretty quick. Already 85 overall quarterback. Got some speed guys at running back, low overalls, but they got speed. Coleman at receiver and Jabbar get the job done for him. Jabril Moore's developed into a really good tight end, 94 overall. I don't know about the Browns' good offensive line. They seem to be able to run the ball most of the time. Van Noy at the end, I hate that guy, but he's good. Henry Mitchell on the other side's a good player. Sewell at D-tackle, 96 overall, leads the charge there. Minor, 93 overall middle linebacker. That's one of the guys he uses a lot. Ogba, for some reason, always gets hot against me. Then I watch him against other teams. He doesn't do shit. Corners, they're not bad. They do it well in his scheme. 92 free safety and Looker. And Darkwood's also a 92 strong safety. So we know the Browns are a pretty good team. Blake's Buccaneers, they have the 11th pick in the first round. Of course, we know about Jameis Winston. Running back, he's got Ali Grant and Staymates. I believe they share time. Grant was a former draft pick of mine. Good fullback in Welsh, 89 overall. Looking at receivers, he's got this one speed guy in Edwards in the slot, I presume. And then he's got some other guys there he mixes in. Tight end, still Safarian Jenkins, 88 overall, good player. And going through offensive line, I know he's usually looking for offensive line help. I see why. Those guys are not that great. Bill Goldberg, DN, like that. Needs some D-line help. Those guys are getting a little old. Doyle, I know he plays a lot of DN. He'll rush, 99 overall, very good player. Got in a trade with the 49ers a couple of years ago. Linebackers, other than that, Levante David getting up there, but he likes to use these guys even though they lost speed for whatever reason. Hargrave's best corner at 95 overall. Trey Wayne's getting up there. He's down to 89 speed. Might need some help there if it's possible. And safeties are not bad, but they're not that fast. But like I said, he likes to use those guys either way. Punter and kicker are pretty good too on this team. Alright, Brooklyn Bulls. Bulls have the 23rd pick in the first round. Dan Fouts at quarterback, one of the best in the game. He was the #1 overall pick, if y'all remember that when Trey was here. J.J. Towns leads the charge at running back, 96 speed. Receiving wise, DeAndre Hopkins still gets it done. Will Fuller, I know, is a big guy in that attack. They need some more speed in there somewhere. It might come in the draft. Tight ends are decent, nothing special. Offensive line is getting better. They need some help inside at center and right guard in particular. Defensive ends, nothing special. We use a little boost there. Definitely need D tackles. I only got one. It's a 65 overall right now. Linebackers are all right. McNabb in the middle, I know, had a good season last year. Corners and Joey Goings and Pinkney, who I pretty much gifted them, are doing okay on the outside. Need some help on the inside there. Roth at free safety is a good player, and Kayvon Frazier won DB of the year. A guy I traded to trade to help him out. Now he wins DB of the year, of course. Pitcock was kicker of the year, and he has good stats. And he doesn't have a punter, so that needs to happen. All right, moving right along. Yours truly, San Diego. Ooh, almost said San Diego. St. Louis Chargers. Bundy's boys. All right, we have the 25th pick in the first round. I think we did pretty good in free agency. Had a lot of guys leave, and you guys signed them. But let's take a look. Warren Moon has changed his number to number 1 to honor his father in the last season of the PEL. He's back on the franchise tag. We lost a couple running backs. I did get the Big Dents and Bear Judah Nance back. He will be the starter, and I got a guy named Jason Hillman behind him that'll do more of the speed stuff. And we did sign David Johnson. I know he's older, but he'll be a third down back. I like his catching stats. And we did sign a guy, McGadley, who will kind of just be some depth. Bundy Jr. is back at fullback, number 1 fullback in the league, made full pro goals. Receiver, we got Benoit, of course, and Whiteside on the outside. Perryman will play the slot. Did sign Kobe Colvin. We're going to do a lot of 4 and wide, 5 wide receiver sets this year, so I wanted some more depth at receiver. Gave him the loss. We lost McBath to the Jags, so we got to throw the ball more. I like what we have at running back. I just can't trust him right off the gate. So good receiver depth. Hunter Henry at tight end lead the charge. Richard Rodgers signed him as a number 2 tight end. Need another receiving threat. Offensive line, got a good offensive line. Greg Robinson back. Germany moved to the left side. I want to get a good left side there. Frederick stepping up to play center. Pendleton moved to right guard. Did lose a guard in Durf that the Giants signed, but Durf sucks. I don't mind that. D-line, I'm still kind of trying to figure this out. I did re-sign Ali Talley, who I think is ready to have a breakout season. I've been working on him for a couple years, but my other end spot, I'm still trying to decide who I want there. D-tackle, we're good with Charles Shelton. I did sign Grady Jarrett in free agency. That's some nice depth there. I got a rotation set up for my D-line because those guys have low stamina. I try to rotate them and keep them fresh. Linebacker Javier Bulla is going to step up. Been developing on the bench a couple years. He'll play left outside backer. In the middle, we got Perriman. I signed Steve Longa in the middle. I think that was a good signing. That'll help us there. Dawson and Gann in the middle also for depth. And Lance Wynn still on the outside, playing the right side. And picked up Deion Buchanan in free agency as depth also. I think he'll help us out a lot. In the corners, Corey Tripp was playing free safety the past couple years. Made him back at corner. We're going to play a lot of nickel. And we'll have Tripp, Lucas, and Durant at corner, 99, 99, and 91 respectively. Because I did that, I did have to sign a free safety. Picked up Sheldon Lewis, he had some good attributes that I like to use at the free safety. Strong safeties, DeBoe's been there the past few years. Kicker, of course, Ridgeway's good, accurate kicker. And then we got Little Miles at punter. That's one of my favorites. All right. Then we go on to the big bad Chiefs, who everybody hates. They have the 32nd pick in the first round, of course. Taylor Griffin is back at quarterback. Geddes at running back. We all know about him. No fullback. Spidell's up to 99 speed. He got that big award that helped push him over the top there. And he's got other guys that you have to watch, especially Bussy, number 18. He's also got 99 speed. Tight ends, he's got 2 tight ends he'll mix in a good bit. Not bad players. Offensive line is pretty good. Could use an upgrade on the inside a little bit. Of course, the D-line is the thing that makes the Chiefs go. Doris on the left end, it's 99, and then Bowen on the right side is 99. And he's got a couple more big D tackles inside. That'll do good for him. Linebackers, he uses those guys, but they're also pretty good players. 95, 90, and you got 77 on the other side, but it's a guy that's got 91 speed. I remember when he drafted him, and he'll use those guys. The corners have good speed, and they have to because there's a lot of speed within the division between Whitlock, Holloman, and Gene Giles. 94 speed and up. Powell's a good free safety, and Burge is a very good strong safety at 99 overall also. Santos a good kicker, and Mackey's a good punter, as you would expect from a champion. Colts, 3rd pick overall in the draft. That'll be good for the Colts. Luck's still there, good quarterback. Running back, he's got some serious speed there between Carlisle and Holly and Keith. I assume Carlisle will be the starter. He's 96 speed. Decent fullback in Ndukwe, 82 overall. Receivers, he's got a couple guys that can go with Bilbo and Green, 96 speed, 94 speed respectively. Tight end, Stitson's not a bad player, not a difference maker. Offensive line, Carter Pierce used to be mine, practice squad guy. Glad he's starting. Decent offensive line, nothing special. Defense, the Colts play well. Ridgeway at right ends, 91 overall, good player. Eubanks, D tackle, 92 overall. Pretty good D tackles there. Looking at linebackers, I guess it's DeAndre Haybear, 99 overall. That's a really good player. Cook, 86 overall behind him. Outside backers, all right. Corners might need a little speed there. Tre'Davious White and Bosley, 92 speed, 91 speed. Help out. Those other guys can slide inside. So, TJ Green, one of my favorite Madden players, 93 overall, 6'3", free safety. 99 overall, 93 speed, 6'3", free safety. Dalton Avout, strong safety, is 93 overall, 92 speed. Good safeties there. Kicker and punter are decent. All right, on to you. Playoff making conquistadors. 21st pick in the first round because they did make the playoffs. Let's take a look at them. Ryland Powell's a very good quarterback, 95 overall. They did sign Auburn Berry in free agency, formerly of the Jaguars, to hold down the running game. They only got 3 receivers. Come on, man. Between Spivey and Nelson, they'll do a good job. You need some depth behind that. Tight end, you got Ebron, who's still not a bad player. Going through the offensive line, they look pretty average. Nobody really standing out there. Defense, that's where they need some help, especially on the D-line. D-ends need a boost. Decent D tackles. Going through linebackers, they need a little bit of help there, especially in the middle and the left side. And they need some corners. Now, if they're going to make the playoffs, they got to do good in this draft because they need some help in a number of places. So there's a lot of ways the conquistadors can go. Cowboys have the 5th pick in the draft, and they probably won't be there. McGloin at quarterback is back once again. He signed Wadsworth in free agency as a backup. Of course, you know about Ezekiel Elliott, 99 overall player. Rashad Riley leads the charge at receiver. 90 overall, very good superstar development receiver. Parsons at tight end's a good player, 92 overall. Offensive line for the Cowboys has kind of gone down as they've gotten older, but they still are pretty good, especially in the middle with the center and right guard. Jalen Smith, left end, is 99 overall. Right end, D.D. Hammer. I like that name. 91 overall, good D ends, need some D tackles. Only got 1 on the roster, that's 67 overall. Bad D tackle draft. Should have signed one in free agency. Still can after the draft. Morales, these linebackers, major pain. I never even made that guy. He's pretty good middle linebacker. Darren Lee's a good outside backer. Jones at corner along with Blaylock make a pretty good combination there, and Xavier can play the slot with 94 speed. It's not bad. Dockery's not a bad free safety. Byers, okay, strong safety. Don't have a kicker, but we do have a punter who's decent. All right, Desperados. 7th pick in the first round for the Desperados. Todd Etmer Jr. at quarterback. He looks like he's a pretty good player, though. 87 overall. They got a couple running backs, depending on the style. Looks like he can kind of platoon these guys. He's got a speed guy, and then he's got more of a one-cut guy there, too. Swain at fullback's a good player. Receivers, I know he went and got some speed in free agency to kind of balance that out with a couple of possession guys at the top. Jordan Reed's still there getting it done. Offensive line, left tackle's good. And Carlisle. And Atkins is good on the right side. I need some help on the interior of the line. Tapper at DN's a good guy, 95 overall. Birch on the other side, 93 overall. Good DNs. D tackle could use a little bit of help. Middle linebacker Stuart Cravens, 97 overall, leads the charge at the linebacking core. Corners, Fuller and Bolston on the outside, not bad. And he's got good inside guys. The corners are pretty good. Young free safety, 92 speed, 78 overall. Good strong safeties. He might be playing one of these guys at free too, so not bad for the Desperados. They just got to play. That's a big thing. Dolphins are CPU. They have the 9th pick in the first round. Keep that in mind if you're scoring at home, and you're not. All right, the Eagles had the 13th pick in the first round. I know they were active in free agency. Let's take a look. Huntley, quarterback, has helped them out a good bit. They just barely missed the playoffs last year. They were in it till week 17. They lost that game. That's how the Conquistadors got in. Stetson at running back, still pretty good at 28. Still got 92 speed, 91 acceleration. Receiver, got a bunch of guys that are all right. This is where they could go in the draft. He should be able to get someone at 13 that can help him. Stovall, their tight end, is someone I traded him a couple years ago to help him out and gave him a real good deal. He's 86 overall, leads the charge there. Looking at the offensive line, Printers is a good left guard at 90 overall. Other guys are okay, nothing special. Same thing with the DNs, okay. D tackles are pretty good between Fletcher Cox and Leonard Williams, both 92, 90 overall respectively. Also, he signed Dontari Poe. Good pickup there. Help you stop the run. I like that. Braxton Strong at outside backer is a pretty good player. I know he signed Schobert. He wasn't fast enough for me. I had a bid on him, then I changed my mind. Wanted somebody a little faster for the outside, but he will be there. And that's not a bad signing for them. Get good talent when you can. DBs, corners are okay. Nothing special there. Like he signed. I think Murray was a free agent. That was a good signing. They did a good job in filling their roster with better talent than what they had. That's what people got to do when you rebuild. A lot of people don't do that, man. You got to take steps. And people just go for the star guys, and that's it. And Amos at free safety. That's a good signing. Wortham at strong safety, a little more speed, but he's got good size at 6'3", so you can kind of compensate for that there. All right, let's move on to the Falcons. 12th pick overall in the first round for the Falcons. They'll be back playing on a regular basis this season. McAllister at quarterback, big strong guy, and he's developed him well. 97 overall, 99 throw power. Running back, he's got a good combination of power and strength there. I think Bassey's more of the power guy, and Finch is a speed guy. No fullback, they need one. They might draft one. Roth is a good receiver, 88 overall, 95 speed. Hooper, very good tight end, 96 overall, and he signed a couple guys in our free agency also. He's got 5 tight ends on the roster. So I don't think that's going to stay. Left tackle Willie's one of the best in the game, 99 overall. Lemur's a good left guard. Ball, good center. Good offensive line there for the Falcons. Beasley is a beast at the end. He keeps getting upgrades as he keeps winning awards. Dre Odom on the other side is also 99 overall. This is a good team. They need a little help at D tackle though. Just bad draft for that. I have to go free agency after the draft. Linebacking core led by Deion Jones in the middle, 95 overall. Corners are all right. Nothing special there. Pitt is a very good free safety, 99 overall. Neal, good strong safety, 99 overall. This is a good team. All right, 49ers have the 17th pick in the first round after making a run at a playoff spot and just ran out of time toward the end of last season. Adrian Shelton, we know, is a good quarterback, 95 overall. And we know Cavill runs the ball well, 95 speed, 84 overall. Looking at receiver, he's got a good mix of possession and speed guys there. Leonard, it leads the charge at 92 overall. I know he signed Jesse James at tight end. That was a good signing. That's the best tight end on the roster. We can still use an upgrade there. We know he's got one of the better offensive lines of Cordova at left tackle, Hagan at center, Garnett and Orr, all 88, 90, 92, 99. It's good stuff. Armstead at D-ends, pretty good, 91, along with Buckner at 97 overall for D-ends. Needs a little help at D-tackle. No, he did sign Jonathan Hankins to help out a little bit there. Linebackers, Lynch, Harold are pretty good there. Corners, good rating corners. Looks like more of a zone type, except for Kraft can play outside with 93 speed. Armour, free safety, is a good player, 93 overall. Holly, strong safety, leads at 99 overall, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. Good kicker. I knew he signed Brenza in free agency, 94 kick power. He's got a pretty decent punter. New York Giants, 31st pick after losing the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. Take a look at what they did. I know they signed a bunch of guys because they always do. He signed Aaron Rodgers as the backup. I guess he was not happy with Russell Wilson's performance in the Super Bowl after he came in for a hurt Johnny Manziel, who is still there. Tiki Barber is a very good running back. He developed him well. 86 overall. Of course, Odell Beckham is still there in all his glory. We know he's one of the best receivers in the game. And he's got a bunch of pretty good receivers. I see why he's trying to trade one. I don't know if anyone will take them. They're not game breakers, but they're more possession guys. One tight end on the roster, but Higbee's a good one, 92 overall. Offensive line, like I mentioned before, he did sign Jordan Durth. I let him go. He wasn't consistent, man. Every time I would run behind him because he looks good, but he just doesn't get it done in critical situations. But he's a good-looking player. That left side of the line is pretty good, though. Defensive line, he renamed a defensive end Lawrence Taylor. He's a good player, 97 overall, obviously. And I know he signed Olivier Vernon. I think him and the Jets were in a bidding war for him. And Vernon's back along with the Schmidt. It's another guy he signed in free agency. Defensive tackle Randy White. Pairs with Diamond Ransom on the inside for a pretty good D-tackle combination. Linebackers, I know he signed McIver in free agency, 88 overall. Needed some depth there. That was a good signing. Pierce leads the way, 97 overall in the middle. Chancey on the outside, 90 overall, is a good player. Apple is one of the better corners in the game, 99 overall, 92 speed. My old boy Dion Weber is over there. He's one of the guys I did trade him somehow, that by a miracle. And I'm glad he's still there and doing well. Darian Thompson won DB of the Year award for the NFC, 99 overall free safety. And Landon Collins makes another good safety combination at 95 overall. Hopkins is a good kicker, and Akers does the job at punter. All right. We move on to the Jaguars, who have the 26th pick in the first round, but no other picks till the fourth round. So Jeff might have to hang in there for a little bit. quarterback has got Blake Bortles and a guy by the name of Stidham behind him, but we know Bortles is the guy. He did sign Daquan McBath for me. I love this kid. The only thing, like I said in the chat with him, is he fumbles at critical times. But, you know, we made him into, I think he's Marshall Faulk. He's got great speed, great acceleration. And I made him into a guy that can catch the ball out of the backfield and run really good routes. And I used him a lot. And that's the one thing I think we'll miss in our offense. Receiving wise, it's all about Eli Stove. We know that. And then he's got Slayton and, you know, some other guys that can get it done. And Watkins, that's a possession guy. Gronk at tight end is still getting it done. You know, he's down to 72 speed. He'll still catch anything you throw at him. Offensive line is pretty good. I know he was in the bidding for a certain center, but he had to settle on Welsh. But not bad. Clowney, of course, is a beast at DN, along with Dante Fowler on the other side. Anthony Diaz has developed into a hell of a D tackle, 99 overall. He's got some veterans and linebackers, led by Tywan Mason in the middle. He's probably the best guy overall, 93 speed. Good Lord. Ramsey and Davis make a very good combination on the outside, both with 94 speed. Got a couple good free safeties there, and Hannah and Matthews. Well, he's got 3, along with Lott. They're all 93, 92, 92 overall. Lott will probably be the starter, though. If one of those will move to strong safety, I'm sure. Murray's a good kicker. He's got a good punter also in Way. The Jets have the 30th pick in the first round, lost in the AFC Championship game. That was a very good game. If you did not see it, you missed out on watching a good game. McCoy, quarterback's a very good player. I think he was a Pro Bowler. And Woody is also a very good running back. Good fullback in Winslow. He's developed Pruitt into a threat on the outside as a 6'6" guy with 95 speed. That's the biggest threat you got to watch there. Amaro's only a decent tight end, nothing special. We've got an offensive line. Cash is a good left guard at 93 overall. Kafka and Melvin on the right side are also very good. Wilkinson's still getting it done at 33 years old, 91 overall. Buller, 87 overall on the other side. Need a little bit of help at D-tackle to go along with Strickland. Did sign Rackers in free agency. That was a good signing. Orchard, we know, was a player of the year. Defensive player of the year in the AFC at middle backer. He's a very good player. Moore on the right side, 97 overall. Backer is a good player. Richie Bowe, shutdown corner, 97 overall, 96 speed. Pairs well with Curtis Holloman on the outside. Keith at free safety, 99 overall, probably one of the better players you never heard of. Livingston does a good job at strong, 92 overall. Myers is a very good kicker at 99 kick power, 97 accuracy. Lambeau